Hey, I'm Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the game Luthier, which is about making musical instruments. It's a fairly heavy Euro game about making musical instruments, and it looks like this. It's really a beautiful game. The graphic design, the art by Vincent Dutray. The whole production is rather stunning. I played a friend's Kickstarter copy, and I don't even know if it was the nicest copy, but it seemed very nice and it was really beautiful to play. My favorite mechanism in the game. So I designed a game called Viticulture a long time ago. One of my favorite mechanisms in Viticulture is the passive benefits that you get by simply making a grape or a wine token. If you do that at any time, it's going to gain value the longer it sits in your cellar or your wine cellar or your crush pad. And Luthier does something like this, but it adds layers to it that I really, really appreciate. So what we're looking at here is my player mat, and we have Sviten, perhaps a composer. I don't know exactly who this historical figure is, but they are a person who, in this game, wants you to make an instrument for them and wants you to maybe repair some other things as well. And the idea here is that they are kind of hanging out, waiting for you to be finished with all the tasks that they gave to you. And as they wait, they are giving you things. So when you gain this person, you put them in a slot on your player mat. There are three slots on your player mat, and you put a little cube right here. And you don't gain anything at that point. But then at certain times of the game, generally during an income phase, you get to and you must advance this token forward. So you advance it here, and when you advance it here, you get $5. Then you advance it here, and you get $3. And if you advance it all the way to the fourth space, it means that you've taken too long to do the things that they want you to do, and they go away. However, if you do any of the tasks, there are three, I won't go into how they work, but there are three different tasks that this person wants you to make. There's an instrument they want you to make, and then there are some repairs they also want you to make. If you do any of those tasks while they're waiting, you get to completely reset the cube. So you could let the cube get all the way here and then do one of the repair tasks, and it would reset all the way back to the beginning, and you continue to gain these benefits again, and so on. And there are also some other mechanisms in the game that let you move the token back. But overall, the core concept is you are gaining this passive benefit just by putting this person on your player map, by investing in inviting them, I guess, to your crafting studio. They will benefit you along the way. And I love that it's not just a one-time always move forward on this track, that there are ways to reset it as well by doing the things that they want you to do. I really, really like this mechanism. And in general, I just want to celebrate the idea of passive benefits in games because it feels really good just to get this card on your mat and then gain the passive benefits along the way. And I think it's really cleverly designed here how the cube slots into your player mat. It's a dual layer player mat. And the card, the bottom of the card, aligns with each of those slots. Really well done game design and product design combined into one. One other mechanism I want to mention in this game, just a quick thing to highlight, is that the workers, here's one of the workers, on the bottom, on the back side of them, they have a number. And so you're placing workers valued at 1, 3, and 5 in this game. And certain action spaces give you an extra bonus if you place a worker of 4 or higher on the board. There's a lot going on with the worker placement in this game, but I particularly like that element of the worker placement, that you can choose that one worker that you, and actually later in the game, you can choose 2 workers to place on a certain action spot to gain that additional bonus. But really this passive benefit and the way that it varies by the card and that you can reset it, I really love this mechanism in Luthier. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have a different favorite mechanism, and there are a lot of mechanisms in this game. So let me know your favorite if it is different than this. I'd love to hear about that in the comments below, or if you have another game with passive benefits to celebrate. And I want to differentiate this a little bit from income, even though this happens during the income phase. This is something that feels good to to make or set in place early, and where it is advancing to either over the course of the game, just by it being there, that it is advancing to gain value or to gain other benefits. That is what I mean from a passive benefit in a tabletop game. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Thanks.